An emerging hotspot. Maryland gets ready for a surge as the concentration of cases in our area intensifies. Now, late last night, we learned 3 more people at Pleasant View Nursing Home in Carroll County have died, bringing the total to 17. In Maryland, there are more than 4,300 people testing positive and at least 103 deaths. Let's bring in Mike Hsu. He's live at the convention center with the governor's new action to keep the virus from spreading. Mike.
Good morning, Max. What Maryland has built here is called a surge hospital. The governor toured it wearing a mask that was made by a Maryland prison inmate. And he says that the state is desperate for quick testing kits.
As you can see, they're all the same. There's another one, same configuration.
The governor saw a surge hospital ready to handle 250 people sick with the coronavirus.
Right. Yep. Yeah, plenty of
good access to the patient,
Yep.
A little privacy.
Yep.
He revealed new initiatives, including a first-in-the-nation strike force to handle the cluster of cases now in at least 90 Maryland nursing homes.
The goal here is not to replace the nursing home's medical and clinical team, but to provide immediate support and assistance to help protect residents of these facilities.
Maryland has also been designated a hotspot, so now priority help can be provided, and FEMA has given the state 200 ventilators.
I have been sounding the alarm with the president, the vice president, members of the president's task force, including Dr. Fauci.
Also, a new executive order allows health departments to shut down businesses that are not complying with social distancing guidelines.
This new order also empowers state and local law enforcement agencies to assist local health officers in the enforcement of this order.
The governor also pledges to release demographic and racial data regarding who is getting COVID-19 and who is dying. Now, it is estimated that the state will hit its peak 10 days from now. I'm Mike Hsu reporting live at the Convention Center for WJZ.
Mike, thank you. When it comes to enforcing the governor's executive orders, police in Maryland, well, they've been busy. So far, they've made 14 arrests and issued more than 600 warnings for violations. Officials say the most common places with violation has been businesses, followed by open public spaces. Police in Maryland have also made nearly 15,000 compliance checks. Now, a video is going around social media showing a Baltimore City police officer appearing to intentionally cough near people. Let's bring in Amy Kawada now. She's live at City Police headquarters with how city leaders are reacting. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning, Max. This video has made its rounds on social media, sparking outrage from the community. Police Commissioner Michael Harrison says what's being shown in this video is disturbing and incomprehensible, given the precautions we're all required to take to prevent the spread of COVID-19. He's now launching an internal investigation. This video was originally posted on Instagram, showing a Baltimore police sergeant coughing without covering his mouth near residents of this neighborhood in East Baltimore. In a statement to WJZ, Commissioner Michael Harrison says, quote, "After watching the full video in its entirety, it is not only disturbing but incomprehensible, especially considering the high level of strong and clear guidance that we have provided from the beginning regarding COVID-19, end quote. City Council President Brandon Scott also weighed in, saying the incident is unacceptable.
COVID-19 is real, and we need everybody to take that seriously and treat everyone with respect. And when you're talking about people that are, when you're a public servant, just do that with the respect and the dignity that you're representing and serving the public at all costs.
Outside City Hall, Mayor Jack Young briefly responded to the video.
I really haven't seen the video, but I know it's being investigated.
The NAACP says the officer should immediately be pulled from contact with the public and should be held accountable for his actions. It says this incident is emblematic of the force's failure to respect and build trust with the people of Baltimore. And the police commissioner says he does not condone anyone in his department who may be perceived as making light of the COVID-19 pandemic. And as part of the investigation of the video we just showed you, investigators will also be reviewing the officer's body camera footage. Reporting live from City Police headquarters this morning, I'm Amy Kawada for WJZ.
Amy, thank you. The police commissioner is also giving an update on the department's response to COVID-19. There are 12 Baltimore City police officers who've tested positive for the virus. 67 are waiting for results. There are 150 members of the force in self-quarantine. Commissioner Harrison says all police officers and firefighters will have to wear masks while in public to prevent spreading the virus.
Every day, the men and women of this department go out to serve and protect in the most challenging and dangerous circumstances. We continue to work in educating and enforcing residents of the governor's stay-home orders to minimize the spread of this dangerous and deadly virus in our communities.
All right, along with all police officers, the city fire chief announced its members will wear masks while in public to prevent spread and exposure to the virus. Even during the pandemic, the polls in Wisconsin were open for the presidential primary, but we won't learn the results until at least Monday. As Riley Carlson reports for WJZ, many weren't happy people were allowed to cast their votes in person.
Voters faced hours-long lines in the Wisconsin primary yesterday.
I have food, I have water, I have a lawn chair, I have a mask.
But many were outraged it wasn't delayed due to the coronavirus.
I don't think people should be voting today. People dying.
Republicans blocked efforts to extend absentee voting or postpone the election.
You can call it a perfect storm, but this is by design. This is not an accident.
President Trump claims Democrats only wanted the changes after he endorsed a candidate in a statewide race.
And now they talk about, oh, safety, safety.
So many poll workers refused to work that members of the National Guard were deployed to staff polling sites.
It should have been all mail ballots in. It should have been moved in the way that 5 other states have done it.
The national death toll continues to climb, and the number of New Yorkers who have died from COVID-19 has eclipsed the number killed on 9/11.
Behind every one of those numbers is an individual, is a family, is a mother, is a father, is a sister, is a brother.
Governor Andrew Cuomo noted the rate of hospitalizations is slowing, suggesting social distancing is working.
We'll get through it, and over time it just will be normal to us.
In some areas of the country, a disproportionately high percentage of victims are African American.
It's a scar on the healthcare society that we have here in America.
Overseas, at the origin of the coronavirus outbreak, the Chinese city of Wuhan reopened after 2.5 months on lockdown. Riley Carlson, CBS News.
It is 6:38. BP is looking to help first responders and healthcare workers by offering a discount on gas. The next time a frontline worker fills up at BP or Amoco gas station, they can get 50 cents off a gallon. They just have to fill out a form on BP's website to get a code to use at the pump. Discount codes are available until April 30th and are good through the end of June. You can find the link to sign up at WJZ.com. Restaurant workers and bartenders struggling to make ends meet are getting a little help. Tomorrow, Atlas Restaurant Group is hosting a hospitality industry support event. You can pick up your package full of grocery essentials, including milk, cheese, bread, produce. All you need to do is bring a valid recent pay stub. The event starts at noon at Azumi in Harbor East. Of course, stay with us as we continue to follow this pandemic both on air and online. We have everything you need at WJZ.com.